よ Finally, The Rock has come back!
Where's the goat? The goat!
Oh, bitch, we in for a good one. We'll do it live!
Push that ass away!
Vince, don't tell me what to do!
You're far right, you're an asshole. You're far left, you're an asshole.
We'll do it live! Fuck it! We'll do it live! We'll do it live! We'll do it live! We'll do it live!
Good afternoon, not Vietnam, not Shoutout, but YouTube. It's your boy Animaine coming back to you with another episode of We'll Do It Live. The third day of our extravaganza, where I stream every single day for the next 2 weeks. Why? Because I love y'all and I owe y'all content. And also for some serious real life reasons, which we'll get into in a minute. But first, before we get into all that, I'm not even going to waste no time, not going to bury the lead. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what we're here for. This is the Kamen America hype stream. Everybody get your mother loving, get your flags ready, get your US flags ready, get your merch ready. I'm out here repping Carly. I'm Team Carly, but I'm also Team Misha. You don't have to pick whichever one is your favorite member of the Common Core. They could all be your favorite member of the Common Core, and it's valid. It is 100% valid, but we just have to do this. It's just time. It's been way too long since I've talked about Kamen America solely on this channel. You know, I've covered it in the past. Danny and I did like a big old chonkin' review of issues 1 through 3 long time ago. Excuse me. But we haven't sat down and chopped it up just about Kamen America. I've had Mark and Tim on this channel several times, as well as Douglas Ernst, and we've talked about it here and there, bits and pieces, which invaluable to have. If you haven't seen any of my convo videos with them, definitely go through my library. I just dropped a couple months ago actually, and definitely check those out. But keep it locked right here for now, because this is the Kamen America hype stream. Why is it the hype stream? Well, you see the title. According to a certain mad lad by the name of Timothy Lim, Kamen America, over the course of its entire run, which goes back, I want to say 3 years at this point, almost somewhere around 3 years. It's made over $1 million, y'all. $1 million. And with the release of issue 8, which that campaign is concluded, so for everyone who's back to issue 8, answer the damn messages. Go to your email, answer the surveys. Don't you message these men in no 18 weeks, 18 years talking about some Mr. Lim, Mr. Pellegrini, I backed Kamen America 8. I know it's 2025, but can you send me another thing? No. The answer is no. Check your email. You should have whitelisted Kickstarter and Indiegogo by now. Y'all know what time it is. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good because they've made over $1 million with this thing. They're concluding the second major story arc, and we're gonna get ready to start talking about that. And this is basically just gonna be the Kamen America stream. We're gonna play a couple games here, but it's all gonna be Kamen America themed stuff today. I had like a big old rant I was gonna do, but I'm gonna save that for another day because I figured today it's just positivity. It's all love. And speaking of all love, we got to check in with the chat room because we love the chat room out here. We shout out the chat room here. We acknowledge the chat room at all times because without them, we are nothing. So shout out to Rob Curro 85. What's good? What's really good? What's really good? Shout out to my man Raleigh. Always glad to have you in here, man. Even if you just popping in, peeking your head in, hitting us with the head nod, and then you about your business. I know it's the middle of the day. I know people got class and school and work and picking up kids and all type of crazy shit going on. I'm just glad you're here hanging out with your boy. Shout out to Mr. X. Lurk on, good sir, lurk on. Shout out to John Douglas. Tuned in for the debut of my new live stream. We do it thrive. Patent pending. It's my idea and no one else's. Of course. Shout out to Jonine Level Fox. Shout out to Bad. Shout out to my man Lugberserg. Good morning, Waku Waku Wednesday, and good timing as well. I may have done a bit of Kamen America video work myself. That's what's up, man. That is what's up. And Bradley, I see your answer here to the question. I will get to that in a second. Same with Mr. X here. I do want to say, y'all, that I'm gonna try to keep from going too heavy into the spoiler territory because people aren't caught up, and I'm not here to spoil anyone's time. So for issues 1 through 4, I'm gonna just say right now, we may be talking about some more spoilerific stuff for that because it had been a minute, and I won't get into every single little detail, but some things by this point, I'm sorry, it's been a minute. I try not to spoil everything for you. And if you need to dip out for a second and watch this later, I understand, man. I understand. But I just appreciate everyone coming through. Shout out to Joe Brito. Let's get it. Let's go. You made it. I knew you would, man. Shout out to Ruby King. Glad to have you in here. Glad to have you. Shout out to Neostar Productions. Shout out to My Sketchbook 30. Shout out to Lord Apex. Did my survey this morning. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Do them damn surveys, y'all. And shout out to, I just want to give a quick shout out to Mark Pellegrini and Timothy Lim because they are dope as hell. They are such dope creators. The fact that they not only continuously rock with your boy. Yeah, I had to do that on the fly. It's all good. Listen, sometimes the quality you sign up for is the fact that some shit is just going to be boomer, but it's all good. But shout out to them because they retweet, they interact with us. I mean, chime in, y'all. I know they be doing the same with y'all. They interact with fans because some people, they get a big head, right? The moment they get a little success, they're like, I'm too good for these people. I'm God's gift to indie comics. I made this book for you guys. You should be thanking me for giving you. But they stay humble, they stay chill, and that's all you can ask, man. That's all you can ask for at the end of the day, man. But shout out to everybody. I see a couple new faces in here, a couple new subscribers. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate y'all so much. Shout out to my man Ronan Ninja Star. Shout out to Neo Valentine. At work, grinding. I feel you. Grind away. Keep me on in the background, and we'll get it. And it's going to be good, yo. But thank you to everyone who is watching. Thank you to everyone who is listening. And yes, thank you to everyone who's lurking. Shout out to y'all in the chat room, because without y'all, I am nothing. But let's go ahead and start getting into the particulars of some of the things going on here, man. All right, hold on. All right, y'all can stop playing now. Y'all can stop. Okay, see, I'm not going to fire. I decided I'm not going to fire my organist, y'all, because they decided to act right. But it's not safe out here. If you're my organist, you better follow direction anyway. But we do have a little bit of housekeeping to go over before we start getting into the particulars of everything. As I said at the start of the stream, this is the extremaganza. Y'all need to give me points and run me my likes for being intentionally cringe. I am the best intentionally cringe YouTuber out there. I give y'all my word. You know, I'm a man of my word. I do this shit for real, y'all. But seriously, the reason why I'm doing this, is because I have just been needing to get y'all some more fire content, and I haven't been able to make videos as frequently as I like, or even stream as much as I like. And there's some real life reasons for that. Suffice to say that your boy is in a rough place right now, and so I am streaming to give y'all the content, but I'm also asking if you have it in you to donate, only if you actually have it. If you have some spare money, some monies, chuck a couple shekels my way. There are several links linked in the description. PayPal, Cashapp. I'm trying to raise a good amount of money. I'm currently up to $140. Thank you so much to everyone who has donated so far. And I'm actually, just with the help of a good friend, I came up with a new plan, because I'm not just asking for money. I'm also offering several services as well. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and cue up we got to roll that beautiful bean footage, aka the graphic that I made up yesterday. So let's go ahead and cue that up. Why is it not already ready? Did you really come here and expect professionalism? That's hilarious. But it's all good because if for those of y'all who didn't know, your boy actually be doing all the things on the internets, right? So what do I do? Well, I do video editing. Shorts are a flat $10 rate for shorts long form. We'll talk about the specifics of that and we'll hammer out the appropriate price and everything. I also do comic book script work because, as many of you know, I am a comic book writer myself. Shout out to Bond of the Blade. Shout out to the Spider's Circle. But I don't just write for myself, I write for others. Whether all you need is a one-time editing deal, you need a co-writer, a ghostwriter, I got you. If you need help with your social medias, I got you. If you're on YouTube, you need that SEO work, I got you. And in addition to all that, I'm actually starting something brand new right now. Y'all are the first to hear this. But I am actually starting a promo raffle. I'm calling it a comic book promo raffle. Now, what does that mean? It means that for the next 24 hours, I am offering somebody, one person, a free video. If you have a comic book, and it doesn't even have to just be limited to comic books, but I know we have a lot of people who are comic book creators and aspiring or soon to be releasing their first issue. And if you're campaigning, definitely pay attention because let me tell y'all, I've been doing work on YouTube and for years, and I've been a comic book writer for 2 years now, and I can tell y'all with certainty that a lot of the books that go the extra mile, I'm talking about getting that video production made, whether that's an animation or using just the pages and you find you a fire ass editor, those tend to be the ones that get funded better. They get funded faster. And even outside of just campaigning, 90% of consumers have said that video is helpful when purchasing a product. So whether you're talking about just a campaign or you just have a book on like Indie Planet or you have it behind a paywall on Global Comics, video is where it's at, man. Video is the most powerful tool you have to get the word out there and attract somebody to what you're doing. And this is true across all social media platforms, from your Facebooks, your Instagrams, obviously YouTube, TikTok. But if you incorporate video in what you're doing, listen, you have far greater chances of getting success. That helps people learn about what you're doing. That helps people get enticed. You can establish that emotional connection. Like, let's bring it back to what we're talking about right now, Kamen America. Like, many of us have been fans of the series since it's been out or when it was in its early days. But tell me, even if you were a fan, tell me it didn't hit different when you first saw the first actual like trailer. When Tim and Mark threw up that damn trailer and that theme song hit, panties got wet, dicks got hard. Okay, I'm trying to limit how explicit I am on some of these guys because YouTube be acting a whole asshole and will strike my shit so fast and be like, oh no, you cursed 2 times. We have to demonetize or we have to limit the amount of ads you can play. Okay, fine. Well, put it like this. People, wetness was achieved. And for the past, I want to say at least 4, if not 5 campaigns, they've had like animated trailers, either like fully animated trailers or just a trailer using like comic book pages. Them joints go off. So I'm telling you, this is what you want. If you have something that, if you have any product that you're trying to get out to the world, video is going to be a major help for you. So what does all this mean for you guys? Listen, it means that for the next 24 hours, it is currently 4:07. So I want you to DM me on the twat. And if you ain't following me, go ahead and fix that. I'm about to drop the thing in the chat right now. But go ahead and follow on the twat and just hit me up and just send me. All I'm asking for is either if you have a campaign page, link that. If you have just the front cover of your comic book, link me with that. And I'm going to do a raffle after 24 hours. And one name I draw, I'm going to do you a promo video completely for free, 100% free. Now, For everybody who jumps on this, if I don't draw your name, you still get something. For everyone who I don't draw, I am going to still do you a video at a significantly discounted price, and we're going to drop the exact price tomorrow, or once I start promoting this more on Twitter. But if you DM me and I pull your name, you get the free thing completely free of charge, up to 2 minutes. And everyone who, my point for saying this is, everyone who messages me, you're going to get something. You're going to get something. It'll either be something for free or something for very, very cheap. And this is something that you can eat off of forever. You can post the video and get backers. You can post the video and get more people directed to your store. You can eat off, you will be eating off this forever. But send me that DM. Go ahead and send me that DM. And this is my Twitters. So go ahead and shoot me that DM. I'm going to be replaying this message much shorter, though. I won't take up nearly as much time periodically throughout this stream, just to let any newer people coming in know. But just hit me up and just send me something. And just to let you know, what type of quality are we talking about here? Because I'm talking a good game, but what precisely can I actually do? Because maybe you're new here. Maybe you haven't seen the type of stuff that I do. So let me go ahead and I'm going to play something I made right now. Matter of fact, I see my man Frost Comics just popped in. Frost, you about to get a little free promotion here because I have to show my services for a minute. And then after that, we're going to go right into the Kamen America goodness. What you just saw was a short I just made for my friend Frost Comics. He has a book in the Out of Obscurity anthology that is live right now on Fund My Comic. And how much for the raffle, my sketch? Nothing. It's free. You just DM me. DM me with your comic book, whether that's the link to what you're working on. If you have a cover, hit me with the cover. Just DM me on Twitter. And my Twitter is, matter of fact, let me replace the tip jar with that as the pinned comment, just to make it a little bit easier for folks. Scrolling. Okay, there we go. So it is now at the top of the chat. Send me a DM if you, and I must reiterate this, there will be one winner who gets a free promo, but everybody gets something. Everybody is going to get something for if you either you get it for free or you get it for a severely discounted price. Okay, and as many trailers as I've done over the days, I'll show a different one later on next time I plug my shiz, but that's gonna be that. Greatly appreciate anyone who enters in. Everyone has an equal chance to win because it's going to be drawn at random. But just hit me up and we'll get into it, man. And we'll make some magic. I will get you backers. I will get you all the sales, and it'll be dope. It'll be dope. But for now, that's enough of the shilling. We'll get back to that later. But right now, we got to talk about this damn Kamen America, y'all. We got to talk about it. And the reason why we got to talk about it, as I said earlier, is these fools. And here we can take it right from the horse's mouth. The man himself, let me get to the appropriate page. The madman himself, Ninja Inc., a.k.a. Timothy Lim. Thank you for the support. We ended at 3,281 backers and counting, and hit the milestone of making Kamen America a $1 million franchise with this campaign. We're partnering with Backer Kit for surveys this time, so relax, and we will send those to you next week. But this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Now, why is this beautiful? Why is this beautiful? Maybe some people who are watching this, maybe you're not super familiar with Kamen America, the patriotic paladin, Carly Mullivan Vanders. Well, I think it's a W for a host of reasons. First of all, I love seeing success when it comes to the independent art scene, independent entertainment. You know, as much as we gripe and moan about the state of everything, which, you know, a lot of that stuff's valid, but the fact that these guys just said, fine, I'll do it myself, and really came, and they have never really leaned into a lot of the things that a lot of people say you have to do in order to be successful. And this is not a knock against anyone who does this, but there's a lot of quote unquote rules, a lot of arbitrary lines that are often set. For example, they say you have to do titty books. You know, a lot of people like taking the NSFW route, and you know that's perfectly a valid route to take. But do you have to? When's the last time can anyone in this chat actually even say they've even seen any like completely not safe for work art of these characters? And be honest, if you have seen it, it's been very little of it. Because not only do Mark and Tim not sexualize their characters in that way, they lean into it. Like, obviously they're sexy, attractive heroines, so they have a little bit of what they call cheesecake. You know, they'll be fighting and there'll be a panel where like Carly's butt is prominently in the thing, or they'll be in swimsuits or like tasteful nightwear, but it's stuff like that. The occasional suggestive pose. I mean, you see the thumbnail, so they do it every now and then, but you're never gonna see like Kamen America nude cover tier. You're never gonna see a common episode of Kamen Academy, which is a web series they have, Kamen Academy, where essentially the main characters of the book. Let me switch the screen. I gotta switch the screen, y'all. Let's go ahead and switch that up there. One day I will not boomer things, but probably no time soon. But they also have Kamen Academy. What is Kamen Academy? Oh, well, imagine all the main characters of Kamen America going to a private academy, and they're just getting into like slice of life shenanigans where they all still have their powers and stuff, but like it's all 100% stupid. It's all 100% tongue in cheek. It's all just like random shit. Like, look at this. This is one of the earlier ones. And I believe it's done as if it's a sitcom. So it's not really like a alt universe thing. It's literally like a show that they're all doing, and they're all playing like themselves as characters. It's one of the most meta things ever. And I love it because it allows them to do just the most random shit and completely in a way that's both like it's not going to derail the story, but it's very much still happening, and I love it to death. But like they'll do stuff like this, but you're never going to see like Sylvia getting into like a mud wrestling fight with Carly and then her like bra pops off. They're not interested in promoting their characters in that way, and that's something that is a conscious choice that both of them have made. And they are 100% going against the grain in that regard, because a lot of people think that the only way you can make it in the indie scene is if you lewd and nude your characters. The only way you can make it is if you take that route. And they're like, no, we can have a very wholesome, very just family friendly story, family friendly characters. Not saying that they just do everything with kid gloves, but they do things in a way that you could be 8 or 88 and enjoy this property. You know, they also don't take the route of getting into a whole bunch of drama. You know, they don't do the whole route of picking fights with people all the time. You can probably count on one hand all the times that these guys have even said like, oh, these people don't like us and we had a falling out. And it's usually someone said something, they decide to go ahead and address the thing because the people won't shut up. And it really is like, if Eric July has like the world's worst detractors, then the iconic crew's detractors aren't far behind. It really is like a rogues gallery of pitiful. I've seen some of the stupidest arguments about what these guys are doing, some of the stupidest accusations. It's just silly. And it's just silly at this point. Like, guys, okay, you had your falling out. You're not on good terms. We got it. There was some drama. Somebody said something in a live stream 7, 10 years ago, and everyone still hates each other. And this person tried to bury the hatchet, and then this person didn't answer DM, and this person, oh, they drew a character that looks like me. Okay, we get it. Excuse me, y'all. I'm taking a drink, but I don't have to. Y'all need to give me points because I don't have to get off stream to take drinks no more because I came prepared. It's not actually sake though. I'm not. This isn't you cringe, you drink. I just filled this up with water. So, although that would be appropriate, wouldn't it, if I were drinking sake on stream? Shout out to Kimiko. Got to stay hydrated, especially because there's no flunking AC in my house. It went out. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I'm burning up in this bitch, but it's all good. It's all good. But it's all right, man. But yeah, they don't take those routes. They don't take the route that everyone says you have to take as a comic book creator. And not only have they had success, but they've had purely grassroots, purely organic success come out of this. They didn't have to spend $80 million on some ridiculous like promotional campaign. They didn't have there's no, I know that some people like to say this, but no, they also don't have any secret Chinese backers. All they have, excuse me, all they have is a large, faithful, and super hype fan base. See, it's weird, right? I know that this rarely happens, but every now and then you do something that's really good. You treat the fans right. You talk to them like you got some sense. You respect the customer. And then they reward you with their continued support, both in words and in dollars. And that's how you get to 1 million. Now, this is not to say that it was easy, because both Mark and Tim do this in addition to their day jobs. And I know, at least in Tim's case, he also has a family. So it's not like they just sitting around writing and drawing all day. they doing what they're doing with their existing life, but they're making it work. Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta take another drink. It's hot in here, y'all. Hit them like, run me my likes, please, if you would. You know how you can counteract this heat? By liking this video and sharing it. If you are enjoying it, hit me up and share the stream, please. That good old ice cold agua. I feel like Kamen Ramen just ran by here and splashed me herself, y'all. Get your minds out the gutter, by the way. I'm just talking about the water. Oof. Shout out to everybody who is chilling out with your boy. Let's check in with the chat room and see how y'all are feeling. How is everybody doing to flunking day? We got some more repping in there. We got Rob Curl saying he is wearing his Waku Waku Wednesday shirt. That's what I'm talking about. We got Jojo Brito. I'm in the middle of binge reading Kamen America 4. Excuse me. It tends to be hard to talk when you're dehydrating all life. Oh, and by the way, just a couple other people chiming in with their favorite volumes. We got Mr. X ringing in with 6 being his favorite. Raleigh said that number 2 is his favorite due to the reveal about Carly's teacher. But as for Kamen America more generally, it's amazing how far Tim Lim and Mark Pellegrini have been able to take it. 100%, man, 100%. And being someone, not to brag, but a little humble brag here from your boy, as someone who's been around damn near since day one. Seeing this grow and seeing the formation of like all these things that I think some of us may take for granted now, be it Waku Waku Wednesday. I remember when that wasn't even a thing yet. I remember when the whole Nyanfield thing started with I'm indifferent towards Wednesdays. like stuff that is just 8,000% like solid meme status. I remember when that stuff started, and watching it develop in real time is an absolute thing of beauty. Shout out to Ethereal Dragon. Glad to have you in here. Um can we crowdfund to get you a new PC and camera? Hey, look, if I make the goal, look, I admit I have a lofty goal of $5,000. But guess what? If we hit that goal, I'll be able to afford a new mic and a new camera. Because right now, your boy is rocking it out on that crisp $50 Logitech, and it's what I could afford at the time, and I'm gonna make it work as well as I can. But we just go make it work for as long as we can. We got Lug Berserk here chiming in, waiting for my second Saga Omnibus. All I know is that there's that mass dude, that Unity lady, and that one panel of Carly making controversy. I'll catch up when the book arrives in my female box. That's what's up. That's what's up. That is what's up with all of y'all, man. I swear to God, that's right. Faithful Lightning rocks in flunk indeed. We got Raleigh here. I bought Kamen America based on just some guy's recommendation. Same. Bro, I've told this story so many times. I was about to fall asleep one night, and randomly my on the PS4 YouTube was playing, and it landed on the Just Some Guy video, and I heard he was bigging up how sexy Carly was, and he put that quote of Leslie Nielsen from Airplane in there, and I was like, what the hell is he talking about? I rolled out of bed, put my thick ass glasses on. I'm like, what the fuck is this man talking about? And I saw that shit, y'all. And there's another thing. If you've been reading this, even from just back in the first saga, but definitely if you've been reading this since issue 1, the progression of Tim's art across both of these sagas is out of this world. It is 1000% out of this world, man. And I don't even know what to do with myself. And let me be clear. It's never been bad. It's never been bad. But it has gone through leaps and freaking bounds. Not just the quality of like how people look at the character design. And to answer a quick question, can it be a book? I was commissioned to do the cover. It's not my book, but I did work on it. DM me. DM me. You don't have to DM me the cover, but DM me and we'll talk about the details of that. But it's possible. We'll see what we could do. Frost says, can you chill a little more? I just wanted to testify how good your services are. I've used you for video editing and script editing, and you're amazing. You're an awesome person to work with and do amazing work. Thank you. Thank you so much to the man Frost Comics for for the shout out among the shout out. We got Mr. X chiming in here. I owe a lot to Kamen America. Hell, it's part of the reason why I got off my butt and made strides in my own comic. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Get good art and good show. I was gonna say showmanship. I guess it is showmanship to an extent, but good salesmanship and just treating people right and consistently putting out good products inspires people. Making good shit inspires people. I've had people tell me that too, like, yo, man, your comics and your stuff made me pick up the pen and start writing again. Hearing that, honestly, I can tell y'all that's some of the best praise that you can give to a creator. If they inspire you to go and then be creative, that's what's up. I tried Kamen, not loot enough for me. Ma'am, I what I need you to do, first of all, is I need you to go ahead and if you need some Kamen lewdness, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say it. I was gonna say it, but that's what's up either way. There's some, but so little of I'm surprised. I have, but it's incredibly rare. Most folks, I guess you're talking about the lewdness. Most folks respect Tim and Mark's wishes on how the characters are seen. Granted, I don't go out of my way to find it. Yeah, definitely. Like, it's out there, but it is few. It is very few and far between. Mark and Tim, they've both expressed this verbally, and I think it's something that's pretty obvious if you know anything about the characters at all. Like, most of the main cast are very spiritual, wholesome people, and they're relatively modest. I mean, we'll give some characters have their moments, like when Misha is trying to get Siggy to come into her yard a little bit more, no pun intended. But you know, and that goes how it went. But for the most part, they keep things, I'd say, in terms of like any nudity, they keep things mostly, I'd say it gets PG at most. An argument could be made for some things to be a soft PG-13, but it's certainly not getting all like R or X rated. Neostar says, honestly, I first learned about Mark and Tim from their Walmart books and was curious about the Kamen America character introduced at the end of the second book. Suffice to say, I enjoyed both books. That's right, yo. This is how far Kamen America has come. The fact that she started off in someone else's book, and it was a not so subtle, like, and I've never read Walmart, so definitely feel free to weigh in on this. But I feel like with with her name, both her real name and her original like superhero name when she first started superheroing was Warhen. And Carly Vanders is like a not so subtle shot to her Carol Danvers. Like, okay, so this is what Captain Marvel should be, or you know, this is like final form Captain Marvel, you know. But she has gone so far beyond that it is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. She has far surpassed any parody that went into her creation and any other book that she was integrated in. And I see a couple people in the chat shouting out their other books as well, like not just Walmart but also Black Hops, which Black Hops is a thing of beauty. It is its own beast. It is something that is separate from Kamen America, but they occupy the same universe. So Kamen America, Black Hops, Soul Finder, they all take place in the same universe, and that's why they've had a couple crossover books, which I might have a couple over here. Not to brag, humble brag, but listen, your boy is Kamen America out. And if there were ever a day that I could have all my Kamen America stuff on display, then it would be today. Your boy is rocking the physical copies here. If I can get the glare off the damn screen, you can see some things here. I'm gonna get this setup looking right one day, y'all. But this we got right here, and the covers. I also got to say, y'all, the covers have gone up too, because this is one of the earlier ones here. This is volume 3. You know, nothing wrong with it, but you know, just kind of regular. But then then we start stepping the game up, because this is Kamen America 7. And one thing they did that I really like was they started offering different covers based on which platform you back the book on. So the Kickstarter version which is, it's the same book inside and out, right? But well, it's the same book inside, but if you back on Indiegogo, it's a different cover than if you back it on Kickstarter. Oh, and to reference the crossover I was talking about, here you go. That's when they got all the forces, when it's Black Hops, Kamen America, and Soul Finder. So this is the crossing of so many different worlds, man. And it is absolutely a thing of beauty to see. And to all my aspiring and just creators in general out there, take notes. You notice that these guys, they crafted so brilliantly how to do a crossover. They didn't do, and I'm not calling no names out because I ain't getting messy today, but they don't do what I see people on Twitter doing. Even I started to fall victim to this in the very early days, but we have these ideas in our head. And our first idea is to start telling everybody everything, where everything is going, all the 80 crossovers you're going to do to all these stories, telling us all the character information on Twitter and all these threads be like 20 tweets long. Stop that shit. Now, if you just messing around, like if you just saying, sometimes we just get excited about our stuff. We don't really have any deep plans for it, but I'm telling y'all, there's a reason why people like Tim and Mark and Doug Ernst and all the rest of the Iconic Comics crew, there's a reason why they typically don't go too deep in the woods with like all their plans and everything until it's time to actually start shilling and being like, hey, this campaign going live soon. come see it here. Then they'll elaborate a little bit. But even then, they'll come on live streams. They've been on my show and they'll allude to some things, but they're not going to flat out tell you because you got to read the book. They didn't front load the first 2 issues with 89,000 characters. They let everybody be in their own lane. And there's multiple ways that you can world build, right? Eric July, for example, he took the route of teasing a lot of stuff in issue 1 of ISOM. He didn't really take the route of having all these different things in their stories, but that's also different. That leads to the different way that these stories were developed, right? Because a lot of this stuff, I mean, Black Hops has been what somebody hit me in the chat room. When did Black Hops issue 1 come out? I want to say, I feel like Black Hops came out before Kamen America. I want to say that, but I can't remember the exact year when it started, when Black Hops started. But like, one thing that they didn't do on social media was bombard everyone with all these things and plans they have that's coming that haven't even started to get made into fruition yet. They didn't put every character from every universe in the first issue. They let things go very slowly, very organically. It was very much a slow burn. I gotta say, out of all the indie projects that I've read, I think Kamen America, it may not have the absolute best pacing, but it's up there. It's way up there. I'd definitely say top 3 pacing, best pacing. Matter of fact, you know what? Screw it. I will say it. I think Kamen America has the best pacing so far out of any indie thing that I've read so far, because this is the only series that has consistently put out books since its inception that I've followed all the way through. Like, this is the only one. There was some that came out that were going strong for a while, but they just stopped. Sometimes real life get in the way. That happens. Sometimes it's more nefarious reasons. We won't get too much into that again. This is not the messy stream. That's a different stream that's coming maybe next week. It would be messy stream, but yeah, man, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Neostar chiming in here. Early on, I did a lot more telling instead of showing when it came to Rizzer Man. Yeah, man, I completely understand. When we make this stuff, all of it is hype. When we make this stuff in our mind, we're like, holy hell, I have made whole characters and universes out of nothing. I have made it ex nihilo, out of nothing. I'm reaching back into my apologetics days from when I was religious, but pulling out the Latin there for y'all. But that's us, right? That's in our head. We're excited about it. And it is very important, especially in the early days, to let your excitement lead the way and ignite other people. But you got to know how to do that right, how to temper that. You have to know how to do it appropriately. And in my opinion, bombarding people with all these factoids about these characters they don't even know yet, let alone care about, or trying to cram every event into stuff in the first whatever issue, you're only hurting yourself. You're short-changing your story. There have been so many rewrites and retoolings of my ideas that I've done when I sat down and thought about it, and I'm like, why am I trying to fit all this in the first book or even the second book? Like, I plan on writing this shit maybe for the next 30, 40 years. Why am I trying to crunch everything into book 1? Also, and this isn't a thing that they have to necessarily worry about because Mark and Tim do all the writing and interior art themselves. But if you're think about it like this. If you're not one of these like one-person teams, right? You don't write and draw. That means you're more than likely a writer who commissions somebody to then do the interior work. Okay, so all that costs money. And let me tell y'all, for those of you who have not started pricing or asking for prices for artists, it ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. You cannot get out here, especially if you want this shit done to look good. Oh yeah, you gonna come out of a couple $1,000s at least, unless you plan on having one of these like little super short joints, and there's multiple ways to do a comic. You don't have to just do a comic book like traditional, like in a floppy or like in a graphic novel or a volume. You could do a web comic and it be, you know, actually like just 5 pages drawn, but because they're in that vertical format and you just see one panel per on the screen at a time, you could make that stretch, you know. But you know, you do it however way makes most sense for you. But my point is, all of it costs money, and I think a lot of people get caught up in trying to do everything right away. So they just jump in and they don't really sit down and plan. That's another thing that Mark and Tim have shown that they are masters at when it comes to planning. They plan this series. There have been so many moments, so many reveals that you can go back. Like we've all seen those moments, right? Like the reveal of who Vermilion Masquerade actually is, who I'm only not saying because some people ain't read it yet. Read these damn books, y'all. Shit. These things are too good for y'all not to be reading. Y'all better buy these shits. I'm just playing. I know, you know, it's rough out here. It if we had the money, if only we had the money to buy everything, y'all. I had to adjust my backing of issue 8 because when stuff started to get hard, I'm like, man, I really wanted this damn thing, but I can't afford it. I'm gonna just have to get the lowest one. I was lucky enough to even have enough spare money to get the lowest tier that day. But I was able to secure it, thankfully, and thank all of y'all that keep employing my ass so that I can continue to live, let alone every now and then afford a little comic book or something. But you can tell that this is so well planned out, whether it's the reveal of Vermilion Masquerade, who she really is, or somebody said earlier, Carly's teacher, which, man, look, that whole thing with the teacher and the old homeless lady and the letter that she found during mass, that thing to this day hit me so hard. Like, I don't tear up anymore when I read the scene, but the first time I read it, I tear up because I've been in situations like that where I was so busy worrying about the wrong things that I look up and something terrible has happened, and I'm like, holy shit. How did I miss this? How did I miss this? And that's another reason why the series is so good, because not only do they have the high flying adventures, not only do they have their nemesis and stupid Nero Lansky being an asshole, not only do they have references on references on references, not only do they have the goated animation, which I'm actually about to show off for y'all just because I feel like it. I ain't, for those of you who haven't seen the actual trailer for their last campaign, I'm about to share it right now just because it's the Kamen America hype stream. But not only is this one of the greatest series of all time for that reason, but it's the little moments. It's the moments where Carly realizes she's jacked, she's done effed up. It's the moments where she's having those tender moments, those sincere moments with her friends or her enemies. It's those moments when she's being real with herself and actually learning a lesson. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember when comic book characters actually had to learn lessons and grow and change over the course of the story? They didn't just get to show up and be great. They actually had to work and progress and change and admit they were wrong or let go of a fear that they had or something. They actually had to do something to be a hero. They didn't just show up and with awesome and the best ever. Those days, they're not gone. They're super hard to find in the mainstream, but they're actually not that hard to find in the indie scene. And this right here, this Kamen America, our Carly motherfucking Vanders, is proof of that. Is proof of that. 100 to 8,000%. Lug Berserk says, all this is sounding like I'm on the right track. My issue number 1 script, I introduced 3 major characters. Beyond the protagonist, there are 2 others appearing in 1 separate scene each. Okay, that's what's up. Good. Slow it down. No need to jump ahead. And of course, I see we got people. The Common Core Wars is ongoing. We got JoJo with Misha is best girl, and then we got Neostar, Kimiko all the way. Matter of fact, about to start a poll. But oh yeah, thank you, Ethereal Dragon. Black Ops came out July 25th, 2018. Jesus. Man, that was long ago. God damn. Time is but a vapor, y'all. But we got to also shout out our first super chat of the day, our dono, a good dono from my man Raleigh, with my story, the Venus Spectacular. I gave a few lore details, but I left so much stuff that you have to read. I left out so much stuff that you have to read the story to learn the particulars. 1000%, man. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it, man. Let it have faith in your story. That's one of the ways I like to think about it. Have faith in your story. There's no need to DeBell, the webcam does suck. I just happen to have a way to make it look like it sucks much less than it actually does. But it was at 144p. Okay. So yeah, that was a severe downgrade, but also it's just a few levels above potato. But it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, man, have faith in your book. Have faith in your story. And I give that advice out there to anybody else writing. Have faith in your story. Do not jump the gun. Do not ruin your story. Don't remove the power and the teeth that your story can have. Because them payoffs, listen, we be reading this stuff. We be reading Kamen America. When them payoffs come in, you know how we would never have had those payoffs if Mark and Tim were just like, let's just put everything in the first 2 issues. No, have faith that the right people will find your story, that it will resonate with folks. Have faith in your ability as a writer and or artist to effectively convey this story and make it emotionally gripping and make it impactful. Have faith and slow the fuck down. Anyway, we're gonna take a sweet little teeny tiny break. I'm gonna make this poll here, but while we are breaking, we are not gonna be we're not going to the dancing cats. No, instead, I'm gonna show off something else. I'm gonna show off a couple other things actually. The first thing we're gonna show, of course, because it is her day, it is Kamen America's day, y'all. So of course I gotta show off, I gotta give precedence to her not precedence, but I gotta give the spotlight to our girl Carly. So let's go ahead and play that trailer for those of y'all who haven't seen it. This is the animated trailer, the fully animated trailer for Kamen America Volume 8.
Stars on strife, broken ties, negative forces charging through the night. And through our cavalry, we call the cavalry, use positivity to end the fight. Though they may try to fix the game, our silver lining still remains the silver lining, the sky is bright. We'll rise together now, the muddy waters to higher ground. Truth and lies scar our lives out from the shadows and into the night. And through the masquerade, we see our friendships fade. Try to forget but not forget what's right. Though they may try to bring us pain, our silver lining still remains the same. Silver lining, our light is blinding. Have courage through the storm. Our virtue wears its own reward. Silver lining, the sky is bright.
No Smite. This is not the Smite stream. This is not the Smite stream. That'll be another day for that. But that was the official trailer for Kamen America issue number 8, which just completed its run. The campaign is fulfilled. These joints fill up faster and faster every time, y'all. But this one, I think everyone break records. But yeah, that was just dope. I just wanted to show it off a little bit because it always amazes me how well Kamen America adapts into being a actual full-blown animation. And hopefully one day coming soon, we will see a full-blown animation with voice acting and the whole nine. But I just started a poll because I'm extra. So weigh in, y'all. Weigh in. The poll is up there at the top of the chat. Who is best girl? Who is the best of the Kamen Corps? Is it Carly? Is it Misha? Is it Kimiko? Or is it Sylvia? That poll is just going to stay up there for the rest of the stream. And shout out to someone who just came in here, KO, your boy, who actually is unfamiliar with Kamen America. So let me see. Let me test my ability to shill the story here. How can I best describe Kamen American? Help me out here, chat, because I may fail. But what is Kamen America? Kamen America is an independent comic book that is about the main character named Carly Vanders. That's Kamen America's real name. And she has her own clothing company. And when she was doing some work for a USO show, she was struck by a material from space, and she was imbued with the powers of electricity. And her other team members, the Kamen Corps, Kamen Comet, Kamen Ramen, and Kamen Victory, similarly have powers around different elements. Kamen Comet is fire, Kamen Ramen is water, and Kamen Victory is something different. She doesn't have, I think, direct powers. She has a suit that she uses, but the suit is like responsive to her body. So it's less power over a element and more of power over the specific suit that she uses. But it's basically, there are currently 2 story arcs that are out right now. The first one shows the formation of the team and them fighting a nemesis by the name of Vermilion Masquerade, who is working with another enemy of theirs to make these mud monsters. And it's just a very wholesome, but very action-filled story that draws from a lot of tokusatsu and anime inspirations. I mean, you see the art style, it's very anime-esque, it's very manga-esque, and it leans into a lot of the tropes that are used in those different genres and those different subgenres and mediums. But it's also a fusion of those things into a very American, very Western comic style. And as much as it is about them saving the day and fighting bad guys, it's also showing their relationships. And each issue, I can definitely say this also, each issue is a full contained story where you can see the characters learn and grow. And with as much ass kicking as you get for each issue, you also get a lot of emotion. You can tell that these the values of these characters matter very much, and not just being like some hero that gets all the glory, but them actually being a beacon of light and inspiring people to be the best versions of themselves. It's a great reprieve from the current comic book mess of either very heavy-handed leftist politics or everyone just being an asshole. So if that's something you want a reprieve from, then I cannot recommend Kamen America enough. If you love female characters who are actually powerful but also still feminine and beautiful, you can't go wrong with Kamen America. If you want characters who again have that sort of old school sense of genuinely just caring about people, Kamen America is for you. But definitely weigh in the chat room, and y'all help me out here, because your boy, first of all, it's hot as hell in here. It's hot as all get outs in here. So but we gonna get it going on here. DeBell is chiming in. Interesting discussion about introducing holding back characters and ideas because I'm going to be working on an article about how to start your own superhero and shared universe. That's what's up. When you finish that article, link me to it on Twitter. Send it to me in the GMs and everything. But that's what's up. That's what's up. Kamen America is about a girl repeatedly ignoring the best male character in her comic and risking him getting away because his raw masculine energy can't be ignored by other women. Frost, you never let me down with your input on all this madness. You never let me down. Never let me down at all. But anyway, we have been rolling here for an hour and 16 minutes. I can't thank y'all enough. And I do just want to reiterate, this stream here that we're doing is part of the Extremaganza, where I stream every single day for the next 2 weeks. And why am I doing that? Because I need to get y'all that fire content, and your boy is also broke. And if you have it in yourself to give, I would greatly appreciate that. But I'm not just asking for money for free. I'm not just asking you to give me money for free. If you can, and if you have it to give, much appreciated. But I'm also willing to do work for free. Work for money. Because I am a video editor by trade. Is this one of the many hats I wear? And since I know we have a lot of creatives and people with characters and books that they want to get the word out for, I am extending the offer right now for anyone who has something they want to promote. DM me on Twitter, and my Twitter is linked at the top of the chat room right here. It's at Animaine Sparkster, and that tweet will be up all throughout the stream. And if you send me a DM over the next 24 hours, anyone who DMs me, all you have to do is DM me with a picture of your character. Send me a cover, a comic book cover, a page, just something, some proof you have that you have something that you are trying to sell and to promote. And at the end of the 24-hour period tomorrow, I'm going to draw a name out of one of the people who's messaged me. That person will get a free video of up to 2 minutes of a promotion. We're talking full cinematic trailer. And for anyone who, if you DM me and you don't win, you still get something. I will still do a trailer for you at a discounted price. And I stressed earlier that video really is the way you want to go when it comes to promoting something. We're often see on Twitter, people do the whole tweet thread with a bunch of information, pictures here and there, and those have their place. I'm not knocking those things, but if you want to level up your product and really tap into that market, you need to get on that video life. And to show you just a little bit of what I am capable of, I showed a short earlier. I actually have a full trailer I made for my comic book, Bond of the Blade, that I'm going to show off a bit now here. Because, never let anyone tell you that you can't promote yourself, y'all. So here it is. I made this a couple months ago. This is a Toonami-style trailer for Bond of the Blade.
Union, Virginia, 2006. A vicious mega gang known as the Zealots have the city by the throat.
Ain't nothing over.
Their control of the streets is all but absolute, thanks to their hellish superpowers. Their leader, shrouded in mystery, holds the city in her hands.
Union City belongs to the Zealots now. Mamba will lead us all into the future.
But lately, someone has kept her from closing her fist. The spirit of an angelic warrior has bonded with 3 high school seniors to even the score. Will Hart, Vice. I just got here, and I need to let off some steam. Quick-witted and light on his feet. After what he's been through, he can withstand almost anything. Michaela Cheatham, Chant.
Lord up above, have mercy on me. Please, listen to this heretic's prayer.
A compassionate soul who sings for the Lord, but in the heat of battle, her voice has other uses. Terry Gallen, Shen.
I have to take this chance. If I don't, who will?
He puts his heart and soul into everything he does, sometimes literally. His sword houses the soul of Ashira, a mighty warrior from the past, and his family's guardian angel.
I am Ashira, the winding flame. I bow to no one.
Their techniques, skills, and bonds of friendship will be tested like never before as they form the Heretics, Union's last line of defense. The score is far from even, but they won't let that stop them. From Geronimo Studios comes Bond of the Blade, written by Jermaine Animaine Johnson, with art from Goichi Monji. See where it all begins now in the thrilling 42-page mini-arc on Tapas, linked in the description. Stand together or fall alone. The choice is yours.
No weapon can succeed against you.
All right, folks. That was the official Bond of the Blade Toonami style trailer, which I had to show off, A, because it's some of my best work, and B, just to let you know a little of what you can expect. And it doesn't have to be in any specific style, but we'll work all that out. But definitely, again, shoot me a DM on Twitter at Animaine Sparkster, which my Twitter is linked at the top of the chat here, and shoot me a message containing your character, and if I draw your name, you win, and you will get your own up to 2 minute trailer. And even if you don't win, everyone who DMs me, I can't stress this enough, if you DM me, you will get something. So really, you want to treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself. Go ahead, shoot me a DM, and let's get it. Let's go, and let's get to dealing with this mess. And we will make you some beautiful art. We will make you something, and we will get you right, tight and right. Speaking of tight and right, let's check in with our poll and see how that's going. See how y'all crazy Negroes are out here doing this poll here. Give me just a second. Don't boomer it again, Animaine. You already done that one too many times. All right, let's see. What are you going? I'm just waiting for the thing to load, y'all. See, we are at 18 likes. That's what's up. Let's see if we can get this video up to 20 likes. 20 likes. Give me them 20 likes. Run me my likes, y'all, because I'm in here sweating like a stuck pig for y'all. Run me my likes. I'm waiting for this thing to do. How y'all feeling out there today? Checking out the Kamen America hype stream. The Kamen America hype stream. Let's go ahead and get an A and B selection from the choir while we wait for the results to load. There we go. 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 I promise I'm not going to start rapping, y'all. Oh, and by the way, y'all, tomorrow we are continuing the Extremaganza, and y'all definitely want to be sure to come to tomorrow's, because we will be doing another episode of You Cringe, You Drink. But we're not going to be dealing with Anita Sarkeesian. Oh, no. We will be dealing with something much different. There's a movie that was actually shared with me by the name of Opal. It's an indie film. It's an animated indie film that's from last year, I believe, and it was shared to me by the one and only Squid Mama. Shout out to Squid Mama on Twitter, who is going through some bullshit with someone got her account suspended. So we gon' praise and we gon' claim healing for Squid Mama. Hashtag free Squid Mama, free Mama Squid. We gonna get her right, and we gonna get her her main account back. But that movie, I gotta say, y'all, it's an experience. I would tell y'all how weird it is. It is something that it should be good. I want to like it, but the viewing experience of it is so much. So I may very well get full blown drunk on stream tomorrow, because there's just so much to this damn movie, y'all. Everything about it is a testament of your willpower. So definitely show up tomorrow. We're gonna deal with it. But right now we are dealing with the the stream, good one, Animaine. We are dealing with the poll. Thank you. The heat is getting to me like the penguin. But we are dealing with the poll right now of who is the best girl, who is the best member of the Common Core. And right now, our girl Carly is leading by 42%, followed by Misha at 25%, and then Kimiko and Sylvia are tied neck and neck with 17%. So it looks like Carly so far is taking the win. That's saying a lot, because I know a lot of y'all right now. Chime in for everyone who has voted in the poll. This is one thing I want to know from y'all. Why is your favorite member of the Common Core your favorite? Because we all have our favorites, right? Maybe you love Misha for the fact that she has no chill and she's such a fiery personality, no pun intended. Maybe you love Kimiko because she's just a precious cinnamon bun too pure for this world. Maybe you love Sylvia because no one does the hoity-toity Oju anime haughty girl laugh better than her. No one does that better than her. But what is your reason? Why do you love the common? What is your favorite one? What is the reason why they're that one? Words work sometimes, guys. I promise. We got from Lug Berserk here. Kamen America is a story where you bend lightning, fire, water, and metal into a smoothie, and sip by sip, you feel all the emotions. All feels are present and accounted for. That's what's up. You know, man, I gotta tell you, that might just be one of the absolute best ones that I've seen. And I've seen a lot of people describe this story, y'all. But I think this may just be one of the absolute best ones, y'all. But chime in and let me know, why is your specific member of the Common Core your absolute favorite? We're gonna take one more little quick break. I gotta refill my canteen here. I gotta go hit up Kimiko, and she gonna hit me with the refill. So we're gonna be right back. We're gonna cue up them dancing cats. Don't go nowhere, y'all. I'm just hopping over to the bathroom. I'm gonna be right back. Go ahead and pause that damn shit, cue this damn shit, and tell me in the comments, which one is your favorite and why. I'll be right back. All right, and we are back. I have returned. Kimiko has shoot me with a little bit of her superpowers, and she has given me some H2O goodness to stand here and not get dehydrated. But let's see what you guys are talking about in here. We got Raleigh checking in here. Carly has the best personality out of all of them. Sylvia's a close second due to that aristocratic aspect about her, including her laugh. Yeah, man. And I gotta say though, man, that one of the things I love the most about Kamen America is the fact that they really went all out in forming a full team. Like they could have easily just put these guys out here and had them being the exact same type of character. They could have had them and actually not even given them a personality, because let's be real, with how they look, you could have just put them up there as they were, and a lot of people would still be invested just from the sex appeal alone or the concept alone. But no, these guys, Mark and Tim, they went the extra mile and said, nah, we're gonna do this the right way. So they made a full team, and it's a well-balanced team. Everyone has distinct personalities, distinct motivations. So far, I think everyone is pretty well fleshed out. I gotta say, in terms of like watching them fight, Misha's my favorite. And slightly in terms of visual design, I'm team Misha for that. But in terms of who they are as people, I gotta say I'm also team Carly. I'm team Carly because she's a very sweet. I know I've said the word wholesome so many times on the stream, it damn near feel like a curse word. But she really is such a sincere person. But just because she's sincere, that doesn't mean that she's perfect. She struggles with so many different things. Like every issue, she's struggling with something, whether that's caring too much about what other people think, whether that's I was just rereading issue 5 not too long ago, and I remember when I first read that, and the fact that they gave her the specific flaw that she has in that issue, where not to spoil too many things, but there is someone who wants to give her some help, right? There's someone who's like, hey, I feel like I'm not pulling my weight, and I feel like I can really help in this way. And Carly's like, she says no, but it's for like kind of a bullshit reason, and she has to have that come to Jesus moment where she's realizing that she has her values, right? And there's nothing wrong with the values she has, but she was following them in a very dogmatic, strict way that was actually not really doing anything for her in this instance. So if you have not read issue 5, which I know there are a couple people listening that haven't, go out, pick you up issue 5. Now, for everyone who's watching, I know there are some people who are probably watching like, where can I even get it? Because where is it? Here it is. There are a few different ways you can get it, and we're gonna go ahead and pop up this whole share screen without being boomered this time, because thank you, Jesus. But they actually have their own website, first of all, which you can go to. If you miss any of the campaigns, you can go straight to the Iconic Comics website, and they have their own tab. You can go here and you can get not just the past issues, but you can get the merch too, because they always coming out with dope merch during all these campaigns. They have little plushies. They had a Kamen America plushie this round, guys. I couldn't get it, but I will be in the store at some point. They got keychains. They got little enamel pins. They have these acrylic standees, which I have a good number of these myself. Got them riding up front today. Kimmy want to come out, you know what? She can lay down. She probably tired from giving my ass so much water. I'll give her a rest. But yeah, you see here, this I'd say is probably one of the best places you could come to find it. Just go straight to the Iconic Comics website. You can also find them on Amazon. I want to say those are the main places. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I usually back these like instantly. Like the instant the thing go live, I'm buying that shit. So like it's not often that I miss what these guys do. Once it drops, I'm like, I'm there. But yeah, definitely hit up the Iconic Comics website, and that can get you tight and right if you did miss the campaign, any of the campaigns, y'all. And we're coming up on the hour and a half mark. Actually been streaming for longer than that, but since I've been live. But I am going to get ready to start shutting down here. But how are y'all feeling? Let's end on this note here. Chime in with me. And how do y'all feel? What are y'all predictions for issue 8, since that's about to drop? And I cannot stress this again, y'all. Do them damn surveys. Do the surveys. Do the survey. You see all this sweat? You see all this sweat on Carly? It's because y'all not doing y'all surveys. Do the damn surveys, man. Do these surveys so you can get these fire-ass comic books, bro. But, yeah, what are your predictions for issue 8? I got to be real with y'all. And this may be a super, super hot take right here. But I got to be real with y'all. This saga it's not gripping me as much as the first one. And I can't exactly explain why yet. I'm gonna wait until issue 8 drops so I can read the whole thing and get the whole context. And maybe when things wrap up, that's when a lot of this shit will hit more for me. But some of this, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's just I'm not saying it's bad. I'm definitely not saying it's bad. it's just not hitting like that first one. Whether because it was something about seeing the development of them fighting Vermilion Masquerade and the reveal of who she was and looking up and seeing how all of that progressed. I feel like that was much more gripping than the current one. This current one is it's a much bigger story, right? It's a much bigger arc. There's much more not just the stakes in terms of the fights, but I feel like a lot of the themes are also much bigger, a lot of the messages. And there's completely nothing wrong with that. I know that's a lot of people's bag. That's my bag for some things, but compared to the first saga, I think I preferred the slightly zoomed in story and focus. But yeah, hopefully I don't have any solid predictions for issue 8. I'm mainly just I am waiting to see. There was another reveal in this saga for the identity of one of the villains and their relation to one of the heroes. And I can't wait to do some spoiler talk for this stuff, but I'm really waiting to see how that pays off. So that's one thing I'm definitely looking forward to in issue 8. But I thank y'all for hanging out with me today. And last but certainly not least, I must show my shit again. Can I talk my shit again? Yes, I can. For the next 24 hours, anybody who DMs me is going to get they're going to be entered into a raffle. If you have a comic book, even if you have a novel, yeah, you know what? We're going to up the ante because I know, shout out to my authors out there, like your boy John Douglas, right? If you got anything, right? If you got some concept art for a novel that you're working on, anything, man, board games, tabletop, hit me up, DM me with some art of that thing that you're promoting. And you'll be entered into the raffle. And at the end of 24 hours, which will be around 4 p.m. tomorrow, so probably right before I start streaming, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull that name. And whoever wins, you will get a free promo video made from your boy. Completely free, 1000% free. All you got to do is DM me at Animaine Sparkster, which is linked at the top of this here, linked at the top of the chat here. So go ahead and shoot me a DM and we're going to get you tight and right. I'm going to make a work of art for you and we're going to get you some backers. We're going to get you some more sales, man, because I'm telling you, video is the way to go. If you're trying to promote something and you ain't putting video in it, get up on this video, man. That is the way of the present. And we got Lord Apex, who has been rocking out with me for the whole stream. So shout out to you. I like the second/current saga, but I feel like we should have gotten more about the villain's motivation in issue 7. Yeah, and speaking of issue 7, I low-key want to show something, but I don't want to spoil it. But considering the note we left off on and the powers and this particular villain's power set and everything, because they're fighting this whole team that's like their rivals now, and they're like it was so funny reading when the Xena Rangers popped up in issue 2. Issue 2, good lord, in issue 5 for the first time, and they were giving their whole globalist speech and everything, and seeing how all that developed and how everything started falling apart is something. But the particular one who was getting the highlight in this one in issue 7, I'm like, yo, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. They could give me a whole issue of them fighting just him. I will be here for that shit. And seeing the where they left off of and what's about to happen. Yeah, man. I definitely could have gotten some more. I definitely could have dealt with getting more meat for that because it was so cool. But I wanted so much more, man. But you know what? We about to get it soon. So hopefully our waiting is not in vain, man. I'm gonna have faith in them. I'm gonna have faith in Mark and Tim. And hold on. I was about to shut some stuff down, but hold on, y'all. Everybody get your emotes ready. We got the Blunder Dome in the house. Let's go. We got the Blunder Dome, aka the madman himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the force, the artistic force behind Kamen America. We got Timothy Lim in the house. Let's get it. Let's go. Brr, 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 brr. I need a actual sound system. Y'all donate to my ass. Y'all hit me up with them cash apps, man. Linked in the description. Send me them cash apps. Run me them Streamlabs coins so I can get me a sound system. After I fix my AC, of course, and pay my mortgage because broke. But it's all good, man. Bro, my man said, hold up. They doing this here. I got to pull up. I got to do the pull up. My man pulled up. He said, do you want spoilers? So you know what? Go ahead and hit us with them, man. Hit them whatever you want to tell us. Whatever you want to tell us, man. Whatever you want to tell us. And yes, Lord Apex, man, I'm really feeling Zener Ecto. He's my dude, man. That's the one. I have a really big thing when it comes to supernatural characters. Also, you know what? Shout out to Soul Finder, because Soul Finder be doing the damn thing when it comes to the supernatural side of things. But the fact that they're incorporating that more into the Kamen America side, which fits, because since it's all the shared universe. But like, I love the powers that this guy has, man. But let's get into some spiciness. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. So I'm late, but some exclusive stuff. Issues 9 through 12 are focused on the villains' backstories. That's not spoiling the twists in Volume 8. Ecto Fight Round 2. Volume 10, let's go. All right, let's go. That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what I'm talking about. See, what did I tell y'all earlier? Mark and Tim ride with their fans. They ride with their community. They're like, oh, the people want something. But what did I tell y'all? I said, they'll drop a couple somethings here and there. They're not going to tell you the whole plot of anything. They're not going to spoil nothing, but they're going to show up and they might be like, I can't say too much, but in a couple issues, this thing might be coming up. Also, please hit up our boy Animaine for work. He's been a good dude since day one. Thank you. So there you go, man. We have the official, your boy Animaine has reached another level of made it. I have graduated from Pookie production. I am now on the struggle bus. Thank you, because I have the Tim Lim stamp of approval right here. You've seen it first here. You heard it first here. They've been so cool, so chill. They're always willing to talk with fans. They do at least a yearly stream with me all the time where we come in and we joke about stuff. And again, all that stuff is still, those videos are live. But yes, absolutely 1000%. If you need anything done, and before we go, we're gonna pull up the graphic again. What do I offer? Let's say you may not necessarily need some, let's say you're not in promo phase right now, but you're still in the writing phase. I can write with you. I will write for you. I do consultation where basically you give me your story ideas and I can let you know a good direction of how to take things. And we can help organize stuff. That's great for if you just need help making sense of your own ideas. Because trust me, as someone who once just had a story that was nothing but loose ideas and character concepts, I understand that life. I understand it very well. The trailer you just watched earlier, Bond of the Blade, was once just a loose collection of story ideas and character ideas. And now, it is a whole ass comic that you can read right now on Global Comics or on Tapas. So I'm very good at taking either my ideas or other people's ideas and arranging them and saying, hey, let's give this a try, because when you're only in your own head, it can be very hard to parse all that out. So getting a second opinion and someone who actually has, good writing experience can help with that. And look, man, life is hard. Times is hard. Some of us have a lot of ideas, but we don't have, it's not even about talent, because as Tim can attest here, writing talent is one thing, but there's also a skill factor. Your writing skill, just like your artistic skill, will develop over time as you study, as you write more, as you get more experience, right? Like I taught myself how to write to this level over the course of years. But also, life is hard, man. Life is hard. We got kids to pick up from school and take to soccer practice. We got crazy baby mamas. We got grandparents yelling at us to get off their line, even though they live in our own house. Sometimes you just need someone to just be like, hey man, can you take care of this for me? I got you. I got you 100% for that. So definitely hit me up. And last but not least, if you are ready to start promoting and you ready to take your promotion and marketing up to the next level, shoot me that DM on Twitter with your content, and you could get a free video. I'm gonna do the drawing tomorrow, 24 hours. That's how long we're going for. And our man Tim is chiming in. Sometimes it's frustrating for readers because the expectation is to have an info dump right away. Did I tell y'all or did I tell y'all? You're hearing it now from the horse's own mouth, or rather the rabbit's own mouth, because you know your boy Tim is all team rabbited out. But sometimes it's frustrating for readers because the expectation is to have an info dump right away. But we do slow burns intentionally. 8 PDFs should be dropping next week. Fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy. And thank you all for riding with me. Thank you all for riding with me. We have done 1 hour and 46 minutes. Thanks to a generous donation from my man Raleigh. That brings the total raised over the course of this whole rigmarole to wait a minute. Let me do actual math. $145. $144.99. I am aiming for a big goal. I'm aiming for that 5K, but we gonna get there however we got to get there. If you have it in you to give, I appreciate it. If you need some work done, shoot me an email at animainesparkster@gmail.com. Hit me up on the twat. Even if it's not about if it's about the raffle, I'll enter you into the raffle. And if you just want to go ahead and start working on your scripts, or if you just need an editor for your own YouTube channel, I got you covered. Thank y'all for watching and listening with your boy. We will be right back here tomorrow. And special thank you to Timothy Lim. Your boy pulled up and was like, what's good? My man Animaine streaming. All right, I'm going to go through there and I'm going to give y'all a little something here. Here go a little something for y'all. I'm going to put this bee in y'all bonnet. Tell me how that buzz sound like. Bzz. And that's how it goes, because that's how he does, y'all. And it's a beautiful thing. But we will be back here tomorrow afternoon. More than likely will be 4 or 4:30, where we will have another episode of You Cringe, You Drink. Everybody show up, get ready to pull up and drink, because, boy, y'all just don't understand the cringe that we're going to be watching tomorrow. I'm going to see, I don't know if I can get Squid on stream, because she is elusive. She is as elusive as a damn ghost. But I'm going to try and see if I can at least corral her to be in the chat while we watch, because she's the whole reason why I watched this damn movie. And it really is an experience, y'all. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. I promise you. Imagine the most cringy animated movie you've seen, multiply it by 10, and that's maybe 5%. And it hits even worse because this, you want to like it, but you watch it and you just like, what the hell is happening? So we're going to get some You Cringe, You Drink tomorrow for Opal. And then Friday, y'all, Friday, we got a real treat for y'all. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that we were going to do a 90s cartoon stream. Friday, come through. Pull up, come through, come hang out with us. We're going to be chopping it up and playing all types of games all around that 90s cartoon goodness. But thank y'all for rocking it out with your boy. Until tomorrow, thank y'all for watching and listening. I appreciate every single last one of you brilliant, beautiful motherfuckers. I'm Animaine, and I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.
Finally, The Rock has come back!
Where's the goat? Look out!
Oh, bitch, we in for a good one. We'll do it live.
Push that ass away!